Okay, what I am going to discuss is the exclusionary rule and how the exclusionary rule works. The exclusionary rule is basically a rule that suppresses or makes evidence inadmissible in court when that evidence is obtained illegally or against the Fourth Amendment in the U.S. Constitution that covers searches and seizures. Um, One example, a common example of this would be a warrantless search of a home if you did not have the owner's consent and you obtained evidence, say drugs, narcotics, or paraphernalia pertaining to those, and you charge the possessor or occupant of the home with the possession of these narcotics. This evidence that you've collected and gathered and are going to present in trial are going to be inadmissible because you obtained them illegally and against the Fourth Amendment if you did not have a search warrant or if you did not have consent or if these narcotics and drugs were not in plain view from where the public could view them. Two or three things that may happen that you can obtain it without a search warrant, or say plain view, where you just walk up and you can see a marijuana plant in a window and the blinds were open and you could clearly see this plant from the sidewalk, would be one example. You don't need a search warrant at that point to seize it. It's not illegally obtained. It was in plain view. Another example would be the good faith doctrine, meaning the officer believed that he was within the confines of the law. He believed he was within the confines of the Constitution and the Fourth Amendment covering searches and seizures when he did obtain that evidence. That evidence may still be inadmissible, but the officer is not held criminally liable nor civilly liable at that point. And another way would be exigent circumstances. Exigent circumstances. Sometimes you have emergency searches of persons or searches of homes, especially if someone is in danger and you come across, say, narcotics paraphernalia. If you heard screams coming from a house, such as help me, and you make entry into the house without a warrant, usually these are going to be covered under good faith, exigent circumstances, and things like that. But the exclusionary rule basically will suppress any evidence that legally obtained. It will not be admissible in court, and you may not use that evidence as bargaining in trial or in charging of a suspect.